Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday Wake Up with the Teach Better team. You got some OGs on the screen. My name is Rae Hughart. I'm live with the one and only Jeffrey Gargas for the first time in what feels like 25 years. We have a lot to update, and we're excited to give you some spoilers from the Teach Better family. Please go grab your cup of coffee, get ready for some shenanigans, just like the good old days, and we'll be right back. Good morning, everyone. We are here for the Wednesday Wake Up with the Teach Better team, where we stream every single Wednesday at 7 a.m. Eastern over on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn to keep you motivated halfway through your week. And Jeff Gargas is back in the house. He started live with us last week. And we have him again this week. How you feeling, Jeff?
I'm feeling good. Last week was exciting to get back. This week it's like last week was like a fun, I get to go live with Josh, and I haven't gone live from her. This is like, we're back.
Yeah, like
you said, and then
and you were like, oh, I don't want to get up.
But I just realized it's gonna throw me off because we're not here next week.
I know. So we just wanted to.
I'm back, and I'm like, oh, it's almost like you're like, here's the candy. Nope. Anyway.
To be fair, Jeff, we're together next week. We're just not on camera together next week.
We should go live next week.
No.
With Joshua Stamper.
No, because we're on West Coast time next week.
I know.
It'll be like 2 a.m.
No. We're just gonna go live randomly in the middle of the day.
Oh, sure.
And we'll show everyone what Las Vegas looks when it's only 50. It's gonna be 50 degrees. I got all excited. I'm like, oh, I'll get shorts. Nope, it's gonna be 50. I might still wear shorts, but sorry, we're way off topic. This is what happens when you bring me back.
We have to talk about Vegas. I'm excited to talk about next week. We have a whole thing that we want to give our community, but first,
let's restart. Friends, play the video again. Let's just restart.
Okay, restart. It's like dun 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 dun. Doesn't that haunt your dreams? It does.
It does. You did a video the other day that you shared that was really good, but had different music behind it, and then that came on. I'm like, oh, came back.
Mm-hmm. Came back. It always comes back, friends. The Teach Better
song. It's like being in the band that has the one hit wonder, and it's 30 years later, and you're like, this is the only thing I can play. That's that. Now.
You know what? Don't pretend like your 3-month hiatus you didn't miss the Teach Better song. Who are you?
What do you think was playing?
Yeah, the entire.
I think I got through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That on repeat.
Friends, we're excited to welcome you into your Wednesday. For a lot of our Teach Better community, this is either they're wrapping up their last week and winter break starts in 2 days, or for a different, a whole other group, it's they're in their last final stretch. They have about a week left, and then winter break starts after that. So December is always a special time, but especially mid-December. Everyone's excited for the winter holidays. There's a lot of activities. There's some family time coming up. It's a good time for us to be live together back again. Back at it.
It is. I'd love to see if you're watching, you're able to be typing in the comments. I'd love to know, are you wrapping up this week? My kids have today and tomorrow, and then they don't have Friday. That's the first day of break.
Oh.
But I've heard others that go through Friday and then they start with the weekend and go through.
We go through the 22nd. We have a whole
I know. So I know others that go all the way through next week too. My kids go to this. They have one more day tomorrow, and then they go all the way. We don't go back till I think it's the 3rd or something. So
yeah. So
anyway.
we go till the 22nd, and then the kids go back the 9th. So it's
a week push. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they still get a full.
Yeah.
Full nice winter break. Yeah. What do we do? When does my break start? I guess
you don't get break.
I mean, I guess really, if you think about it, probably Monday, because I'm in Vegas with you and Josh for Monday and Tuesday. So that's kind of a break.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. So happy Wednesday, everyone. It's the 14th. Jeff and I are headed to Vegas next week. I want to clarify, and I'm just going to put this out there because I'm hoping the comments have a lot of stuff to help me. I've never been to Vegas, and I'm going with Jeff and Josh. What are your tips?
Yeah, you know what? That's we're gonna go twofold. One is Josh and I have 9 hours to kill before you get into town.
Yeah.
So like we have two options. One, we're gonna go to the hotel room and just cry until you get there because we're sad and bored.
Sure.
Or we can go do something in Vegas. So if you're a Vegas person, what should we do? Should we go see a show? Should we just go sit somewhere and gamble? Like, should we hit buffet? Is there certain, we're staying at Mandalay Bay, that's where the conference is, but should we go somewhere else? And then when Ray gets in, she's never been to Vegas. So like, what do we need? I feel like we need to take you down to the Bellagio and watch the water show at some point.
I want to clarify though, like
We don't have much time. I've got a lot of ideas and not enough time.
okay, so that's what we have to preface for people
So
as they're
listen,
giving us their suggestions because we are literally getting in. I will give you my itinerary. Monday night at like 6 or 7, we are at the conference all day Tuesday, and then I leave at like 6 a.m. Wednesday. So when we're talking about like seeing Vegas, we're talking about Monday night and maybe Tuesday evening,
listen,
maybe.
we'll skip the conference.
What?
Other than we're gonna skip the conference, other than like, so Ray's getting an award and you're gonna speak a little bit, like we're gonna go to that, but like outside of that, like we got things we gotta do. We gotta go see the water show, the light show at Bellagio. We gotta go see the Lions at MGM. We gotta go down and go eat in the restaurant on the top of the Stratosphere. We gotta take the zip line down the strip. Like we gotta eat at In-N-Out off the like I think we need to stay longer.
I just want to preface, technically, I speak at like 9. The award ceremony is at like 11:30. I think it'll be done by noon. Maybe we just dip out and we just go goof off for the rest of the night.
That's true.
We were gonna try and like talk to educators. Like that was a part of the plan.
Someone's asking, how did you just put eat a buffet and go to a show in the same list of options? Those are not. Can you explain why their name's not showing up? I don't know why those aren't the same. Like you go see a show and then eat a buffet, or you eat a buffet and go see a show.
I have to tell you, I don't know if it's COVID or this is just who I am. I don't need to eat at a buffet. Ew. Like, no, thank you. Like, can we go see a show? I don't think they're the same at all. Like, to me, it's like we could go to McDonald's or we could go to a 5-star restaurant. It's like they're the same. You're like, no.
Well, no, but they're not the same thing. They're just things we can do. Like,
yeah, but they're just like.
I'm not saying we're gonna like eat a buffet at a show because they're not the same thing. We can eat a buffet at some point and then go to a show at some point.
We could sleep or we could get a beer. It's like both things we could do in Vegas.
Janelle says just go to the Bellagio and take a. We do at least need to. We're somewhat close enough to the Bellagio. We can get to it. Like it's not where the Stratosphere is like all the way down to the end of the strip, the complete other side. But
can I just tell you that I just realized we're going to Vegas next week, and I should like figure out what I'm packing.
Okay.
Like I have my outfit for like when I speak.
That's all you need.
I'm just gonna wear that for all 3 days.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, but there's less. It matters less for what you're wearing coming in and when you're leaving.
Yeah. Can I just? But like, if we're gonna take a picture in front of the water, I guess I can't be in sweatpants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, oh, she's saying take a picture like us in front of. Yeah, well, yeah. So we'll do that with your dress on Wednesday. How about that?
I'm gonna wear the same outfit for 3 days. I got it. I'm ready.
No. Like wear whatever Monday and Wednesday. Sorry, whatever Monday and Wednesday on Tuesday evening. Since you already have the dress on for the day, we'll do it that night. Fair. I'll most likely have like this shirt on.
Yeah, you're very reliable with the black button up. Like I value traveling with you. I always want to respect. You look good.
I will likely have this and then one of my like lighter colored button ups.
Sure.
And that'll be what it is. So Josh will just look good, I'm sure. So
I have to tell
anyway,
you, some people we've talked to have been like, educational conference in Vegas, so jealous. And other people are like, you couldn't pay me enough to do that. So if you want to come, you should. We're going next week, Monday through Wednesday. You're invited. We'd love to see you.
Although, as she's explained, we're going Monday through Wednesday. We're really there Tuesday, and that's it. Like
literally,
it's a great like trip. My grandmother was like, so are you gambling? I'm like, that was the first thing that came to your mind was like, are you gambling? Thanks, Granny. And I'm like, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of time to do anything. I don't have any intention. So it'll be. I haven't been there since. You've never been there. I was out there in 2016. And I was out there for a week, so it's a little different experience. But
I've heard a week is too long in Vegas.
It wasn't because I was out there for the the first 6 days, all but the last day, I was helping put on a big event. So like I was working, and then
Okay.
the last day, everyone else left early, and I didn't leave till really late. So I literally just I walked the strip and tried to hit as many hotels as I can. And at that time, it was before Jacqueline, or no, Jacqueline was really little, but Jonathan was like, loved waterfalls. So I was trying to take a picture of all the waterfalls and as many. So like I went through like 20 different hotels. That was fun. Like I didn't gamble. Like I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't do the Vegas stuff. I did the weird lonely dad stuff.
I'm excited to walk around. It sounds like you keep mentioning things. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that in a movie. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. So it sounds like with people in our crew that want to go. So guys, I'm excited to take pictures for you. So it's like you're there, but also if you're booking your flight, just let us know. We want to see you.
Maybe when we go live, we'll take them through Vegas, and it's like they're there with us.
Yeah, I mean, you and I used to back in the day. You and I used to travel for conferences and essentially be live the entire time. So you and I can just with Josh. I mean, Josh is going to be totally game.
I'm thinking
Video recording everything.
I have been, we'll say, less than good. We'll say less than good at posting to my Instagram stories. What if we make a commitment to documenting like crazy in our stories and tagging each other, and then the team will have it and stuff too, and then you guys can be there with us. So
yeah, so friends, make sure you go follow Jeff on Instagram, myself on Instagram, and the Teach Better team on Instagram. Then you'll make sure you're up to speed on it.
I like it.
It'll be fun. So
Okay.
Vegas is next week, Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We still have a full, like, it's only Wednesday right now. We still have the rest of the week.
Yes. I'm just writing it off.
And then, but when we come back, I don't mean to sound silly, but we come back, it's like immediately the holidays. Like,
yeah,
it's not, but it is.
I don't, because you go early on Wednesday. I actually don't I land in Cleveland at midnight on Wednesday, so I'm like basically gone the whole day. So like I wake up and it's Thursday, and it's like 3 days till Christmas at that point for my family.
Right, and Hanukkah starts the day before we leave. Hanukkah starts Sunday night, so we're in Vegas during Hanukkah.
Are we gonna do like?
We could like.
Can we celebrate Hanukkah while we're in Vegas? We should be doing that.
I will. Yeah, I mean, we're lighting candles on Sunday, and then I will.
What is Monday, or like Monday and Tuesday? What are those in the?
So for Hanukkah,
I'm ignorant.
No, you're not ignorant. I mean, gosh, we don't know everything.
Well, technically, that is ignorance. So,
but Hanukkah's like you light candles and you add a candle every day. So Sunday you're lighting 2 candles. Monday you light 3 candles. Like on and on.
So we need to find 3 candles, then 4 candles, then.
Jeff, I have so many candles. I will pack them.
What? We need to look up the Mandalay Bay's policies on lighting candles in your room. I'm guessing it's probably not do that.
Okay, how about this? We will get a light bulb menorah and we will twist the candles.
Ooh.
Done.
How modern of you.
I mean, I just bought one for my grandma, so I
Okay, so just steal that.
Yep.
And bring it with us.
Perfect.
Then we'll call grandma and she'll be like, someone stole my light bulb menorah. It was Josh.
We took it to Vegas. Like priorities.
Well, that's gonna be so. I've never been with you in person during Hanukkah, so that's gonna be fun to like talk to you through about that.
It'll be so fun. And then so that Christmas feels like it's right when we come back. And then to be honest, I don't know why this sneaks on me every single year, but then like New Year's is immediate, right?
It comes real quick. Yeah, it's only a few days after. It feels like it's always the same amount after.
And the fact that they are, you're just silly. I hate you. But the fact that they are like both on weekends makes it feel like it's just a wash. Like it's just a massive celebration.
I'm gonna wave at Luke real quick. Hey, buddy.
It'll be fun.
I'm sure Vegas has some sort of Hanukkah celebrations like giant candles. There's probably something going on there. I bet we can find something.
Oh,
sure. So then and then New Year's comes really quick. We've got a live stream, and then we can talk about that at some point here. I think that we'll actually connect to some of what we're going to talk about. But
we should get into teachable moments because our goal was to like talk about the Teach Better things going on the next few weeks, but we failed at this transition.
She thinks we're going to follow the format for the show today, like. That me being back doesn't just throw that all out the window.
Will you tell your producer back there that I say hi?
Yeah, no, she doesn't realize that you can hear her because you have the headphones on too. She thinks, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. I don't like doing this either.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to your Wednesday Wake Up and Teach Better team. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn. I didn't say that right. Last week I got it right every single time because you weren't here. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're having a very productive, professional, organized conversation this morning, and we're excited that you're here with us. So Ray, we are talking about a teachable moment, something sort of actionable takeaways that we can do this week to be better, to grow, to be prepared. A lot of other criteria in there. And we talked about like the holidays. I mean, we were just talking about that. So I guess I want to talk about how do we ensure, as educators, how do we ensure that we can kind of find this balance? I'm going to say harmony, as we know, in our lives, professional, personal, everything, coming into this crazy, because we just talked about like how crazy like the next several weeks are, right? Yeah. Some people are getting off this week, some people got to get through next week. There's holidays, depending on all the different celebrations that you might celebrate with your family, and then boom, it's New Year's, and then boom, it's like we're back to school. How do we take advantage of the little bit of time off that we're about to have, both, I think, both professionally and personally, to enjoy the time off, to reflect, to refresh, to re-energize, but also hopefully take advantage of it and maybe learn some new stuff, grow a little bit, and be better prepared.
So like, I have to tell you,
it seems like an impossible task. If after I say it out loud like that, I'm like, good luck.
Okay, I don't mean to knock any other time that we've had our community together during this period of the year, but I actually think we're doing it the best way possible this year, and I think I'm biased. But the Teach Better team frequently over the winter holidays does a lot of stuff to support the network. And our mindset year to year, we've been doing this for 7-8 years. We take advantage of this time because teachers are finally not constrained by the school bells. They're finally available and they're sleeping in and they have time. And so typically we continue going live every day. Typically we continue. Sometimes we used to do like 12-hour live during winter break, and we used to ask a lot from our network. And I think that's two different perspectives there. One is, well, it was so nice to have some time with our network. But on the flip side, it was asking a lot of our community to say, hey, you have time. Let's all spend it together the whole time. This year, Teach Better only has a few things going on over winter break, which I'm hoping allows us to take that relaxation, take the family time, give ourselves permission to decompress. And then during the moments where we are going to choose to come together, maybe everyone will be more comfortable showing up really, really well for one another to celebrate in being better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the two words I want to pull out, I'm channeling my inner Lindsay Titus right now and focusing on the words. Is you said intentional, and you said permission, and I think we're being intentional with not asking so much. Yeah. And hopefully, if you need it from us for some weird reason, we're giving you the permission, and you should be giving yourself permission to enjoy the time off, to do the family stuff, to do the alone, just by yourself, re-energize and stuff. So that, to Ray's point, when we do come together, we can be very intentional about it and be very intentional about taking care of each other, supporting each other, and getting the most out of the little bit that we're doing. And I think that's sort of the thought process behind how we're running this. So I love the way that you laid that out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, for me this year, I feel like I'm struggling for the first time balancing all the different family obligations and then the professional things that I really want to do and the family things I really want to do. I don't want to miss out on anything. So I'm hoping that with the next few weeks, we can kind of preview where people should or could prioritize coming together as a Teach Better family and where they should and could prioritize being with their loved ones and their family separate from the Teach Better team, to kind of allow us to get through the new year and say, ooh, that was a really fulfilling balance of both. You know what I mean?
Yes. So with that said, you alluded to the fact that we've done 12-hour live during break before. We've done like week-long live streams every day. We've kept things going and stuff, and like, but we're adjusting that quite a bit.
Yes.
And we're essentially only doing 3 days, right?
Well, yeah, more or less. So next week, friends, we are going to do our Sunday show this coming weekend.
Yes.
We have a really great guest. So I hope that you choose to tune into our private group. If you're not in our exclusive Facebook group, it's a free group. It has over 7.3 thousand educators in it. And that has an exclusive live stream that streams every Sunday. It's our Sunday weekly warm up. And that's an opportunity for us to do a lot of fun stuff together. So make sure you stay tuned. This coming Sunday, though, is the last one for 2 weeks because
it's the last live stream of like our typical live streams for the year, like these shows, right?
No, because we
No,
do
we do have a.
we
You're
have a
right. There is
Wednesday.
another week.
We do. So here's how the schedule goes, right? So
You're
this
right.
Sunday, we have the Sunday show. No Wednesday wake up that week. So if you're starting break or in your last pull for the great time with students, no Wednesday wake up. We'll be in Vegas. So make sure you're following us on Instagram for those stories. Then the weekend is nothing. There's nothing going on for a lot of people in our community. They're celebrating Christmas with their family. Then that week between Christmas and New Year's, there is a number of things going on that we'd love you to take advantage of. One is this show. We're going to be here.
So we'll be back.
The week between Christmas and New Year's, we'll have Wednesday Wake Up. It's you and me, Jeff, from what I know, unless you decide to die again. And that'll be fun.
See how Vegas goes. Okay.
We'll see.
No promises.
And then the other thing we have that week, which I actually am really excited about, it's what a lot of you have been asking for. We're doing a 3-day live stream, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's the 27th, 28th, 29th. It's at 10 a.m. Eastern. So it's way later in the day. So if you're not getting up for Wednesday wake up.
Yeah, 10 a.m. is like way later in the day.
It's way later. If you're not getting up for Wednesday wake up at 7 a.m. Eastern, this is at 10. So you can like be in your PJs still. And actually Chad's going live all 3 days doing support.
3 days of Chad.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm going to mess up the format, but day one is building a grid.
Yeah,
he's
so
going to have a guest educator with him building a grid.
Yep.
Day 2 is classroom management.
Yeah, like brainstorming the hurdles of the grid method that are not content related, but like classroom management related.
I think a key to that is like, it's going to be focused around the grid method, but 9.9 out of 10 of the ways in which Chad educates on classroom management within the grid method work, even if you don't do the grid method. Yeah. So that's just Chad just spitting information on that one. And then the third day is Chad talking about supporting within a grid method classroom more from a leadership standpoint. But I think that's valuable both for anyone who's a leader or supporting a teacher, but also as the teachers themselves to know how your leaders might be looking at that and how you can work together to just support the kids. So 3 days of like a lot.
Yeah. And what I appreciate about these 3 days is the hope is that it gets you moving and grooving with whatever you might be working through right now, whether you've decided to use the grid method or not. These will all help us be better educators holistically. But the other thing I really value is, and I think Brad and I joked about this a lot on our last Sunday show, but there's a lot of content that the Teach Better team has done. During this time last year, we did a 5-day build a grid series. We've done so many different things, and that stuff doesn't go away. It's saved in our academy. You can always access videos that we do here on social media. So in some regard, our hope is that if you want more and you want to continue learning, maybe more than what we've mentioned thus far, that's okay too. We have a lot of options for you, and there's still really valuable content that then is at your own pace that you might choose to do in the mornings or in the afternoons or on the weekends. And we're so glad that we're able to support you then as well. So I really love this balance of, hey, we are going to come together, but also it's up to you how much beyond that you decide to take on. You know?
And I think, I appreciate all the comments coming in, excited about that, appreciating the intentionality. And there was also a lot of attention behind the fact that like, it's hard to get Chad on camera. Because typically Chad's in a school somewhere that's not where he is. So obviously a little bit quieter right now. And so that was very intentional. Chad's super excited about it and to share. It's going to be really fun. So it's going to be
I don't mean to sound dumb, so I apologize to all of you that are going to roll your eyes. But like for those of you who may not be aware, maybe you're new to the Teach Better family, Chad Ostrowski is the co-founder with Jeff of the Teach Better team. He's the CEO. He's the creator of the grid method, which we do training on a lot of stuff. We support teachers on a lot of stuff, but the grid method is a huge part of our team support that we're able to provide on a daily basis to school districts all around the US and Canada. So this is really wonderful. When we joke about like Chad on camera, it really is legit because like Chad's a huge part of our team that we unfortunately very rarely get to feature in this virtual support space. And so we do like to take advantage of the opportunities where our like in-person work gets to blend in with our virtual global community here, because sometimes we feel disconnected. It's important for all of you to connect with Chad. He's an enormous and essential part of our community. So.
Yeah, and Chad, we talk about we talk about this all the time. You said it the other day, I think it was last week sometime. I say it all the time to Chad. Because we work with Chad all the time, we sometimes forget how brilliant that guy is. And then he starts going on something. And I've been working with now I've known him for 10, 15 years now, but I've been working with him in this business for almost 8 years now. And I've heard him say so many things, but then and I know it's going to happen that way because he'll get going on something. I sit back and go, this guy's really smart. Like, and he really knows and like the craziest, that was true 8 years ago. For the last 8 years, he spent time with, working with, learning with, growing with in schools literally all over the country and teachers all over the world. So like he's gotten smarter. I'm hoping he's not watching right now, but so like be intentional, give yourself permission to show up for those 3. It's 3 hours. It's very short bit of time. And again, that was intentional for that, but there's going to be a lot of value packed into those 3 hours across those 3 days. So
yeah. And I like the progression of building a grid, which will be like more content and strategy of instructional content heavy, which I think is really valuable. That like process of using the backwards design, breaking down targets, understanding scaffolding. That's really the focus that first day. And then getting into, okay, wait, but we don't teach robots. Like, how does this work with real human beings? Like, what's the management, what's the execution? That's that second day. And then the third day, I think, is a part that we don't talk about enough in front of teachers, which is, how does this align to your evaluation? What is your administrator, how should they be prepped, or what should they see when they come into your classroom? What type of feedback not only are opportunities for them to lend in, but also to question elements of your classroom, and how do you stay comfortable with that? I mean, those are just really natural, organic supports that the hope would be, once we get into it, if you are eager for more, there's like a ton of resources out there that we want to make sure exist. So it'll be good.
Yeah. And I love that you kind of harped on that third day, because we don't talk about that as much. And I think it's a couple of things. One is like, I don't know if people realize how much support we actually do with administrators and building leaders and coaches and all that type of stuff. We have if you don't know, we have a Tuesday morning meeting. That's our administrative mastermind. That's free for anyone who's in an admin role. And we have them from all over the world, and that's great. But we do a lot of our work that we do in districts is supporting them. And I think that it's that Thursday, right? That Thursday is going to be really great for anyone if you're in a leadership role, you're in a support position where you might be supporting someone. But also if you're someone who is going into the grid method, doing grid method, just in general, like seeing how we talk about the support, so you know how to advocate for yourself to get that support if you aren't already getting it. I think there's a lot of value there. So.
Well, because
show up and bring your principal, right? Bring your administrator with you, because I think there needs to be more of that connection between the support needed and support given, so that we can just do better overall for kids.
Well, and I remember being a classroom teacher and essentially needing to teach my principal what was going on in my classroom, because I was trying this on my own in a random little middle school. So when I would go to my principal, I'm like, you're going to see a lot of weird stuff, but like, let me help you help me, and that's a lot of what our virtual community has. Obviously, when we're working with schools, that's something that we can organically embed into the multi-year support we're providing. In this virtual sense, we have a lot of community members here, a lot of family members here that are kind of doing this on their own. Maybe they're the only one in their building that's trying something innovative out. And so it's nice to know where your resources are when you need them. And so it'll be a cool conversation.
It's going to be great. Obviously, we'll be putting out more and sharing more information on that, so you will be well aware of it. But that is going to be That Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What's the dates again, Ray? I should have that in front of me.
27th, 28th, 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern. We'll be live on. We're going on all the channels, right? Or is that's not exclusive, right? That's all the channels, right? Yes.
Oh,
so
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn.
Yes. So make sure you're connected. Awesome. That's exciting.
I will say, Jeff. Then we got to New Year's. Can we preview stuff happening after?
Sure.
Okay. So from a team perspective, everything goes back to normal after the New Year's. We're kicking off 2023. Normal, yeah. But we have some big plans we haven't talked about yet. And I don't think we're allowed.
Yeah, I don't think we talk. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm thinking maybe we didn't talk about it. So let's talk about it.
No, we've talked about that.
There's something going on.
I'm just going to allude to a few things happening. So
we're going live for 24 hours.
Ew. No.
Where's Alex V? Tell Alex V. She said it. We're going live for no, that's not it.
No. Okay. So after the New Year's, if you applied for the ambassador program, you're still waiting to hear.
That's right.
So after the New Year's, check your email because it will be announced who has been selected for our big ambassador program. I say big ambassador program as in the teeny weeny little ambassador program that we have a lot of people that applied for. But aside from that, you will be notified if you've been accepted into the ambassador program after the New Year, which is a huge deal.
Yeah. Okay. That's exciting.
We also have a big announcement coming in the middle of January about an opportunity for us all to come together.
Yes. I remember
which
now.
Will be exciting at the end of February.
Okay.
And then that February has some big announcements. It's just going to be a good announcement, exciting.
So in early January, we're going to announce something about end of February. And during the thing that we announce in early January, at the end of February, we're going to announce something else then. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So they don't know that we know that they know that we know.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay, good.
We also have, I was talking to Carrie, we have all these blog series coming out, not only coming week or whatever. And then I don't know if we've mentioned it, we just dropped a new course in the Academy this morning. There's a lot going.
By the way, you're here with us. That's early because that hasn't even officially been put out on email or anything yet. I don't think, right?
It'll be with.
I know I haven't clicked the button to publish it yet. I don't know if Josh has done it yet. So you getting the news early right now.
Yeah. So we have a brand new course that just launched today.
Yes.
We have another course coming out in February. We just have a lot of plans that we're gonna be excited about.
Essentially, we were hey, we're gonna be cool for winter break. We're gonna be intentional and cool, and then we're gonna just go.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. That sounds pretty much on par.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so all right, can we talk really nice about somebody now?
Yeah, let's go into our community shout out thingamabob.
Thingamabob. I like it. Let's do the thingamabob.
The thingamabob. Good morning, everyone. We are live for our Wednesday Wake Up, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. For all the information that we've shared thus far, don't forget that it's all over at teachbetter.com. So head over there for reminders and to subscribe to our email list and to add our Teach Better calendar to your personal Gmail calendar to make sure you have all that stuff. We are excited to do a community spotlight here where we are highlighting different educators in our community that always love to support. Today, we are highlighting the one and only Maggie Gifford. Jeff, I know you are a Maggie fan.
I'm a huge Maggie fan, and I very, very intentionally refused to look on the back end to see because it's really small down the bottom, so I could kind of see it. I thought it was Maggie, but I didn't want to look because I wanted to be surprised. And there she is. Yeah, Maggie is talk about OG earlier. Is that she has been connected to the team for a long time. And Maggie is one of the people that when someone's hey, does the grid method work in elementary? We're call Maggie. Maggie and Amanda right down. Amanda on the team. And Maggie, because they are just rock stars. So she's a first grade teacher. She's here in Ohio, down in Southeast Ohio. Yeah, she has been. Maggie will have to tell us how long she's been connected with the team, but I would venture to guess it's been. Boy, I bet she'd put that up against most people that she's been connected longer than most.
I think she's been around longer than me.
And I think she's been around longer than the Teach Better team.
Yes.
Because it was when we were just the grid method stuff.
Yeah.
But Maggie is someone who, like, she really, she's just, she's a rock star. I don't know how to say it other than that. Like, the amount of times that we've called and said, hey, Maggie, can you talk to someone for us? Can you send some pictures? Can you invite them in with video for her to share and say, yes, I'll take time out of my day and do this to share with some teachers that I've never met or administrators that I've never met because I think that this will help them. That's just the kind of person she is. And I think that in my mind, that's sort of how I sum up Maggie, is that she's just there to help all the time. And I love her quote here. I love that we did this where we asked them to share. And she says that learning should be fun and passionate about meeting students where they are and presenting curriculum in a way that is engaging. And that is spot on. So I'm a huge Maggie fan.
Absolutely. For those of you who are watching on social media, if you are listening on Teach Better Talk podcast, make sure to connect with Maggie. We want to make sure that you go on her Twitter, Instagram, whatever you prefer, and go stay connected. She's an incredible, as you said, elementary educator that is awesome to connect with. So really fun to highlight someone special today. We have a morning challenge for you before we wrap up. So we'll be right back.
Welcome back to your Wednesday Wake Up with the Teach Better team. Ray, we are still live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. I got it right that time. You're welcome. We're here. This has been a fun show. I'm excited to be back with you. Don't get me wrong. I love Joshua Stamper. We had a good time. But this is like back to the stuff. So
I love it.
If you've been with us all morning, thanks for being here and hanging out. If you're going off to school, that's okay too. Go change lives and teach kids and have fun. Ray, we want to talk about, we love it, sort of ending and wrapping up with this idea of like sending out a challenge for us. And I'm thinking, go ahead. I'm going to let you go with it.
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards a morning challenge that I'm hoping just gives us a reminder of something we might already be doing. But I'd really like to reinforce being intentional with our time over the next 2-3 weeks. And it really depends on, I don't know if you're a calendar person, if you're somebody who writes notes down. I'm a mix of like writing notes down and also living by my virtual calendar. But I would love for you to take an intentional minute in your day this week or in your day next week to say, okay, how much time am I allotting to family time? And how much time am I allotting to my Teach Better family? And how much time am I allotting just to myself? And making sure that you're double checking that balance. We're not here to tell you what that balance should be. We are just here to make sure that you are being intentional about wherever you decide to put your time over the next few weeks. And we hope that you choose to join us this weekend for our Sunday show. We hope that you choose to join us for the 27th, 28th, 29th, that live stream, our Wednesday Wake Up that will come together. And then we hope you choose to disconnect and spend incredible time with friends and family and find your perfect kind of harmony before the new year comes. So I think it's a good, just gentle nudge to make sure that you're doing a little bit of an audit of what those percentages should look like so you can be your best self.
I like it.
Yeah, it'll be good. Jeff, thank you for coming live with me again. I know you've been avoiding me for months. We're thrilled to have you.
I appreciate it. Josh said he got me warmed up last week so that I was prepared for today. So
I love it. I love it.
It's exciting to be back. I appreciate everyone who reached out during all those times and stuff like that. I know we joke about it and stuff, but it was kind of a crazy time, and this family is unbelievable. So I'm pumped. I'm excited to hang out with you for a little bit in Vegas next week and share with our team. I'm excited. I'm pumped for the series with Chad and that opportunity, and hopefully see a bunch of you in the comments and see you live, and also hopefully not see some of you because you're intentionally taking time for yourself and with your family and stuff. So if we don't, happy holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Happy New Year. Hopefully we'll see you on there. And, we'll see you on the 27th or 28th. Is that the next time we're live? Next time I'm live.
Well, we're live this Sunday and then live the 27th.
I'm not live. So I don't care.
We know, Jeff. We know. But we have a really good guest on Sunday, so like don't totally.
Are you allowed to say who it is or no?
It's Lindsay Lyons.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Lindsay Lyons. She's awesome. If you don't know Lindsay, show up on Sunday because like I know it can kind of be hard to get through the Brad and Ray stuff, but like Lindsay's gonna bring it. Like I know Brad Hughes is dull and kind of boring and stuff, but if you can get through that, Lindsay's gonna be great.
Have a wonderful Wednesday, friends. Have a great time supporting kids. Let us know what you need. We'll see you later.
Love y'all.